Buddha loves his broccoli. Are you eating yours over there? You don't want to share? Yeah?
Loose leash or shadow could become protective and attack.
When Caesar told me to walk shadow,
Hey, is that your show? What other dogs do you know go crazy for broccoli? No. Everyone sit. Patience. Stay. You want your broccoli? Here you go. It's one of their favorite snacks. So today we're gonna make beans, and the reason why you wanna kind of spread them out and pick them out once you take them out of the bag is because there's rocks on them and you don't want to chomp down on those, so you kind of just wash them. So after we pick them and we get all the rocks and the uglies out, we're going to put them in a pan or a pot, with water, and just kind of wash them through and then put clean water, and they're gonna boil for a while. So alright, so this is what I mean by just put them in here, kind of just, rub them, and then we're gonna switch out the water because God knows who picked them and if they wash their hands and who's actually touched them. So let's just kind of wash them through, and after that we'll put nice clean water. So next up we're gonna grab garlic teeth, about 4 or 5 of them. These are kind of little baby ones, so I'll do like a 2-for-1. And then all we're gonna add is sea salt, garlic salt, and some onion salt. So that's all we're gonna add to our beans. Alright, so I have my beans in water. They've kind of just been boiling for about 5 minutes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and drop in all these garlics. You can actually fish them out later on. We don't mind them, so we eat them eventually. And the amount of water that you put depends whether you want to make this more of a soup or you just want beans. I'm kind of been under the weather, so I want a little bit of a soup consistency, so I just put a little bit more water. It's kind of like 3/4 of the way, so that's where the water's at. This is gonna take forever, but I got laundry to do, stuff to do around the house, so I might as well, I'm just kind of doing its own thing. Periodically I'll come by and I'll stir it, but that's pretty much it, guys. That's how you make frijoles, and they're super good for, beans are really good for your digestion, for when you're trying to keep that high protein intake. And all I did was add the sea salt, the garlic salt, and the onion powder, so that's all that's in there. While that cooks, I'm going to continue meal prepping and do another stuff. But one of the main reasons I did the beans is because I had a craving for Salvadorian food. So I'm going to make some plantains, couple it with some refried beans and avocado. Yum. And yes, guys, you guys can totally use, the canned version. Like, I use corn. But if you have the time and if you can, what better than actually making it yourself? You know what's in there, what's in the ingredients, and it's just so good. So can't wait. Another great thing to make when you are meal prepping, because you could just use throughout the week, is wild rice and brown rice. This is a brand we use. And so you measure 1 cup of these, and for every 1 cup is 2 cups of water. So the same one. And because this is actually going to take a little bit longer to cook, I say instead of the actual 4 cups, so that means like 2 for each 1 cup of rice, we'll do 2.5. So we'll add an extra 1. So we added our 5 cups of water, and it's literally just gonna boil. Put a top on it. I like to add a little extra and put some cilantro in there. Sorry, I'm doing this with one hand here. You do once before I forget, and the only reason I'm breaking it down is because I do get a lot of messages of how to make beans, how to make rice, like you just don't know. It's totally cool. I'll break it down for you guys. You want to cook this at medium heat, and then I'm gonna put a top on so the steam kind of helps it. Right, and we're moving on to our lomo / mushroom ground beef meal. So all I did, this is onions, purple onions, bell peppers, and orange, green, red colors, cilantro, tomatoes. We have all of these yummies here. Let's just go ahead and mix it. Like I said, all I added was avocado oil. And next up, I'm going to add the mushrooms and the ground beef, meatless ground beef. By the way, this is all vegan. And we're just going to let them, now that they've sauteed for a little bit, all I'm going to do is add chopped up mushrooms. And I'm going to add what is the Smart Ground meatless crumbles made out of lentils. and it comes like in a little box, but you kind of just mush it in a little plastic container like that. So just go ahead and kind of mush it. It really does have the consistency of ground meat, so just kind of mush it and like undo it, if you will, and just mix it all together. So again, because every time I post this you guys ask me, I honestly got this at Ralph's. Ralph's is really vegan friendly. They have lots of options. So we have our lomo going, so I always put tops because it makes the moisture kind of stay in. We've got our sweet potatoes and our beef. Okay, so next we're gonna work on our salad. So honestly, again, Ralph's baby spinach, you know, the 50-50 blend. We got some organic carrots chopped up, some bell peppers, all the colors, and some cucumbers. So we're just gonna add all this. How good does this salad look? So we have sliced up beets. I had corn left over, so I added it. All the cucumbers, bell peppers, avocado. The greens are in the bottom. We have carrots, so all of those went in there. And now we're gonna make. All you'll need is sea salt, tahini, a lemon, or a lime, I'm sorry, and just a little bit of oil, just depending on how it looks. But this is pretty much our dressing. So the tahini has not so like too much peanut butter nutty of a taste, but it is a little nutty. So all we're gonna add is just a little bit of pepper, as well as a little bit of salt, and we're gonna squeeze in the lime in here. And here you have it, you guys. You make your own dressing. It tastes so good. I ended up adding actually lemons from our backyard. I added like a whole one because the little lime was not happening. And then I added black pepper, sea salt. So good. Alright, so I'm already scarfing down this is dinner, but we already have our lomo done. Like I said, I had extra corn, so I added it. Our rice is literally about to be done. Our sweet potatoes and our beans still going. This is a good time for you to actually taste with the spoon, like taste. And the water should literally taste so good. So if you're missing salt, you know, make your adjustments or whatever, as well as when you have the rice, when the water's up, do the same. So that's when you know. So yeah, guys, that's a little bit of a meal prep kind of insight as to what we eat in a week. And it's super easy, inexpensive. Bought it all at Ralph's, nothing out of this world. You could even make your own dressing. And lastly, guys, again, back to these beans that take like 10 years, but it's all good because we got other stuff to do and it's just doing its own thing. Make sure to bring the water back up because it does go down, depending if you want to serve it later on as a soup with, like, you know, with slices of onions on top and a little bit of avocado. That's always good in this cold weather. But yeah, it's kind of just doing its thing. It kind of takes a while, so just kind of taste them, and like I said, taste the water to see if you need salt or anything else. But that's pretty much it. So you guys see how inexpensive it was to get all this stuff at Ralph's, and you just kind of pre-pack it and just set yourself up to win. I mean, all of these, I'll put them in a Ziploc, and then, you know, my husband will just, as the week goes by, like if you want salad, just drop that in there. Or if, you know, I want salad the next day, sometimes I want salad, sometimes I don't. Like I said, I've been sick, so I was craving, seriously, just like greens. You know, you gotta listen to your body. So yeah, guys, it's super easy, inexpensive. It's cheaper than buying meat, actually. So yeah, this is a good options of what it is we eat in a week. You know, the ground meat here, you could either eat it with the one, you know, paired with rice and beans, like in a bowl, or make tortillas out of them. Recently have not been into tortillas, so I've been using romaine lettuce instead for tacos, or, you know, you pair it up with potato, whatever it is, like a side of salad, whatever it is. So you can get creative with it, guys. So yeah, hopefully you guys got some ideas and inspiration for your week. Hope you guys liked all the ideas that I gave you for this week. I've been under the weather. I actually had to go to urgent care this week. I had bronchitis, so I was home a lot and I couldn't eat anything, and the struggle was real. So today I feel good, back to normal. Went grocery shopping, got a little bit of food, and then oh yeah, side story, we changed the boys to V-Dogs, which is vegan dog food. And if you look at all the ingredients, I don't know what it is, but the boys, especially this one, Leo, is very picky as to what he eats, and he absolutely loves it. Like, we've caught him eating just like more than normal, which is good because he's a little skinny mini and he just kind of always had like a sensitive stomach. He loves that food. Also we got, they have chew biscuits and like a chew bone for their breath, so that's always really good. Oh, super gorgeous baby. And then we also got them these are sweet potatoes. They love to chew on these. They chew on these for like hours. So we just kind of got more conscious about what we're actually feeding the boys. I think it's very important. We want them to live forever, and what we feed them is very important. Habuda. So yeah, that's also the latest transition we've done. We give them a bunch of snacks, like love carrots, everything like from raw carrots to cucumbers to what else do you guys like? Broccoli. They go crazy for broccoli. So those are always good snacks to give them and easy on their system. So yeah, the boys are super happy. Yeah, baby. So yeah, guys, make sure you follow us and like this, and we'll try to do more of these for you guys, and follow our Facebook and our Instagram at Dorfany. Love you guys.